I'm gonna break down how I improved within a 3-hour session of Tarkov and found a big mistake in my playstyle, corrected it, and immediately got better results. I'm always gonna be the first to admit I don't have the best mechanical skills out there. I get called out for my aim a lot, which is fine. I've accepted this a long time ago that my aim isn't the best. And I know I'm not alone in feeling this lack of God-given talent. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you a tip that helps me win PvP despite being mechanically average. And the tip is simple: to slow it down. But wait, I know some of you have an allergic reaction to the word slow, but there's more to this. Hear me out. When I say slow, I don't mean to crawl and snake through the map from start to finish. Think of this like crossing a busy road. Before you commit to running across, you stop, look, and listen. And this is exactly what I do in Tarkov before committing to a fight. To show you how it's done, let's look at how I progressively applied this in a 3-hour Tarkov session. And our story begins here in Factory. I'm here to do farming part 1, but I get the glass hallway spawn, one of the most notorious for early deaths. So immediately I rush to the nearest enemy spawn to clear it out before I do my quest.
Mate, thanks for the
Uh-oh. Rough spawn, GG. So many things I could have done better here, but most importantly, I ran straight to a threat with zero knowledge. It's the equivalent of crossing that busy street without looking or listening. And true enough, I get completely outplayed and destroyed by a duo who played it perfectly. If I could do this again, I'd probably run the other direction straight from spawn and re-engage from another angle. I'd have so many more options. I could attack from any of these 3 doors, I could have gone down and approached from under, or go up here and engage from behind. This would allow me to play it slower and give me time to stop, look, and listen to figure out what I'm dealing with, instead of running straight for them and hoping I hit a miraculous headshot. There were a ton more options, but I chose the worst one. I'm back in Factory with this new mindset, and I spawn in by the camera bunker door. I make my way through the underground tunnel and make it up these stairs near the control boards. I played much slower this time, waiting for info instead of just bum rushing like the previous raid. Hey Lorizer, what's up, dude? Cheers in the Philippines, man. Keybinds is mostly default, CJ. I have a few, like, free look is on my mouse button. That's pretty much it. I haven't heard a single hint of an enemy just yet until this. Where is he? Audio? Is he behind me?
Это чё за хрень?
It's a scab behind me, so I just have to focus on the player in front. I got the info I need. Now I just need to get the jump on this PMC ahead of me. It's one guy with an AK, so I decide to do this. What a shot. Oh! It was 2 guys. My bad. I thought it was 1. The engagement started out great, but just like the last time, my impatience gets me killed once more. I committed to a push, assuming it was a 1v1, but never forget the golden rule of Tarkov, that there's always one more. And even if it was a straight up 1v1, it still wasn't a good push on my end, because I'll have to rely on pure mechanical skills to win that fight, which is not my strong suit. I could have played more patient, maybe allow them to make the first move, or flank from another angle. The beauty of Tarkov map design is the amount of flanks you can get on a certain position, something I need to take advantage of as a solo player. Other options for engagement, I could have gone through this door, even use this sound cue as bait and come back here, make them commit, or commit to getting out here, flank using this door here. I could open this up, maybe get a jiggle peek, get some fire in there, or use this window right here. Hopefully get an angle on them, or just bait them out with shots, and not to mention another door right here, which I could have played around with just for another angle. Again, so many options that I need to take into consideration. I'm back in, this time getting the spawn opposite of the glass hallway. I check for info instead of committing to a full send, and I find this. Chat, I'm sorry if I'm not able to answer much, but give me a second. I one-tapped him. Oh. Alright, that was a naked hatchet runner, so maybe that didn't count. But there's more to this raid. I finally get to wrap up my control board quest, then this happens. Oh. Again, just like we reviewed in our previous fights, I don't have to fully commit to this hallway. I have many other routes to engage. He survived. He's hurt though. This is already a much better play than before. I used the whole map to my advantage. It's two guys. That guy's dead. There's one more. I gotta pack a mag.
Вот он!
It's either I disengage and just... I dropped the mag too. It's another PMC. I'm so low on ammo. Not even funny. Let's take his ammo. Oh, he has no ammo. What the heck? Rip rounds. Ugh. I decided to disengage instead since I didn't like my odds with my lack of ammo and got what I needed already with the quest done. I racked up 3 PMC kills including that hatchet runner, and after my little streak of losses earlier, getting this survive is a big confidence boost for myself. So I take the dub and get out of here. With factory done, I take my newfound confidence into woods to plant water and Iskra lunchboxes in the bunker extracts. But as I wrap up ZB14, I hear a bush rustle. I heard the bush, but I'm thinking it's a scav. Could be wrong though. Aiming sucks. Any tips? Hey, you and I both. I try to get my kills mainly by outplaying, by like positioning. You know, getting a flank on someone. There's a player right there. I saw him at the last second. He peeked. I'm in a horrible spot. Instead of just bum rushing and hoping I flick to his head first, I use a flashbang to flush him out of position, but I intend to push my own flashbang and then engage. I'll be honest, my chances of survival here are really low, but it's better than just rushing out with no plan. Ooh, good fight, good fight, good fight. Get out of here. This somehow miraculously worked out for us. But again, this likely would have gone the other way if I decided to just push dry with no utility usage. I'm always going to find a way to get a little more odds in my favor. We now move over to Shoreline as I approach the notorious resort to do Signal Part 1. I need to get on the roof of the West Wing to investigate a radar dish. But then, before I could even enter the resort, I hear this. Oh, this is not good. Are you kidding me?
Да вот он!
We got the PMC, but there's a scav still. Oh no, I didn't get him. Did I not get him? I thought I got him right in the head. Maybe I didn't get him. I definitely didn't get him. That was already a risky push from my end, trying to out-aim my opponent, and I don't want to do that again. I need to stick to my game plan here and remember to slow it down. Just like the woods fight, utility usage is always good to mix it up. The grenades seem to push him back a bit, giving me time to gather myself, pack my mags, and get full info. I've only seen one PMC so far, but like we learned earlier today, there's always one more. So I'm gonna play the long game here. They're throwing random grenades here, a good sign that they have no idea where I've set myself up. I hear multiple footsteps here, confirming he's definitely not alone. As I sit here, I start to formulate a game plan in my head. I for sure know I am not rushing in the building. There are way too many angles to check as I enter. I could try to wrap around the building to another entrance, but I'm worried about getting shot from one of the windows or balconies. So I commit to playing the long game here and hope they decide to push out. Because if they do, they aren't sure where I'm chilling at, and I could get the jump on them. After about a solid minute and a half had gone by, they start to make their move. I preempt my painkiller to make sure I'm ready for their push.
Вон он упырь! Вон он! Бачь его!
We successfully got them both, and this was such a huge moment for me. After a rough start to the day, I was able to realign my playstyle to my strengths. We could have ran into the building hoping we out-aim and out-maneuver this duo, but instead, we turned the tides completely in our favor. The best part, a few days later, one member of this duo found my livestream and gave us props for the win. We both mutually felt it was a good, solid fight. GG to these guys. I applied these same techniques even when I'm completely undergeared versus most players. If you want to learn how, you don't want to miss this video right here.